Welcome to Verbal Mirrors Reflecting Understanding podcast, where the power of words becomes a bridge between worlds. In this podcast, we embark on a dynamic exploration of the human experience, weaving a tapestry of diverse voices, stories, and perspectives. I am your host, LaVenia Richards. Join us on a journey that transcends boundaries, fostering connection, empathy, and a deeper understanding of the rich mosaic that defines us all. Get ready to reflect, resonate, and embark on a transformative odyssey through the art of conversation.
What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to Two Cancers, One Truth. I am your host, LaVenia Richards, and we have our co-host,
Levi Richards Jr.
Yeah, and listen, y'all, we got some good stuff to talk about today. The question is it possible to love someone and still leave? That's the question that we're posing. You know, sometimes love isn't enough to stay. Sometimes choosing yourself can feel painful. Also, walking away doesn't always mean you stopped loving them. So today we're going to chop it up about, can you do that and what does that look like? And as always, I just love to have my dad chime in and give me his perspective, and then, we chop it up. So Dad, what are your thoughts about that? I mean, can you really love someone and still walk away from that person?
Well, you can, but there are some factors that need to be considered when we're dealing with a person. My own self-respect matters. I cannot, in a relationship with a person, not respect myself. If loving you is difficult, if it causes me to disrespect me, then that's grounds for me not to remain in a relationship. I mean, I really, it would take some thought, but if I don't have self-respect if I don't care for myself, if I don't have a set of rules that I operate and move by, I can't stay in a relationship, because it's like I must be respected. You know what I'm saying? And there's situations and things that happen when we are with people, and but if I don't respect myself, who's going to?
Absolutely.
If you don't really care anything about me that way, that you're going to disrespect me constantly, even though I love you, right? But every time I look around, you're doing something disrespectful to me. Well, I have to have enough sense to acknowledge the importance of me being me, whether you are in my life or not. I don't care how much I love you. I think I should love myself more. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's real good. I like that. I would have to agree with that. I think, and especially being cancers, and I'm not saying nobody else doesn't respect themselves. I just think for us, respect is everything, because we know that we try to give that respect. You know what I'm saying? And so we expect that respect back. And if I have to, diminish who I am, like you said, you know what I'm saying, and just to love you, then I don't want it. I don't want it.
It's not a picnic. I mean, it's like, I mean, my sensitivity is going to allow me to know that I'm being disrespected.
Yeah.
That song I was looking for last week when we were on about emotions and stuff, that's By the Emotions, and it's called Don't Ask My Neighbor. Don't ask
Come to me.
around. Huh? What?
I say, come to me.
Come to me. You want to know something about me? Come to me. Has she changed? Is she the same? Is she different? Don't ask my friends, especially my friends. They don't know anything about me. So if you want to know something about me, ask me. That's what I was looking for in that emotional trip last week. But yeah, Self-respect. After that, I would say, uh, uh, love should not allow me to become emotionally destructive.
At
Uh,
all.
no, no, no. I mean, I'm so in love with you. My emotions are all over the place. What they're doing to me personally, because I love you so much, and it's so wonderful, right? And so what's going on with me, I'm an emotional roller coaster, which
Mm-hmm.
means that there's no balance in my life. I have the potential to become destructive if loving you causes that in my life. That is grounds for me to leave. I cannot say, I don't say I'm not going to love you, but I'm not going to become emotionally destructive that I can't have a smooth moment. I'm on the edge all the time. I'm nervous. I'm fighting this thing, but every single day loving you because it ain't right. It's just something, it's toxic some ways, you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah. I have to agree, and I want to add, boundaries are self-love. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So I like what you said, because I can't give all of myself to you and get nothing in return and remain whole. You
right.
know, something has to be given, and so the boundaries are in place to say, look, you know, I'm not digging this. I'm not getting what I need. I love you, but I love me more. So yes, I do love you, but loving you is hurting me.
Wow.
So I need to put up these boundaries so that I can walk away, because it's no longer conducive for me to stay in this.
Wow. So how
Yeah.
do we learn these things, man? I mean, at what point do all these factors come into play? You know what I'm saying? So that we realize all of a sudden that we need to have these boundaries to protect
Right.
ourselves in situations. Man, that, I'm just saying, I love you, and is boundaries a reason to leave? Yeah. If
Absolutely.
I'm
Yeah. It's absolutely. Now, another thing I want to bring up is loving someone doesn't mean tolerating pain.
tolerate
See,
what?
we think, oh my God, I could preach here for about 45 days. Look,
Yeah, take your time.
listen, a lot of times we get into these relationships and we feel like, this person, and because I was physically abused, I'm gonna speak on that aspect of it. When you thinking you're loving someone that is hurting you, and you don't have the capacity to understand that that is not good for you. You think this is love, and so you're defending your abuser and you're doing all of these things, but you tolerating getting your tail whooped because you love them. It just doesn't even make sense, right?
Wow.
Now, of course, now that I'm outside of that situation, I understand. But being in it with that mentality, you think you're going hard, you think you're going to pray them out of it, and you're going to tarry, and they going to, people are who they are. And if that person is inflicting pain and they are uninterested in stopping, that is not love. And you have to leave that situation.
Wow. You remember those days, huh?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, you quite well. Quite well. That's how it strengthened me to be here. Lord, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I remember.
So then, I think it's a vital point. Staying through abuse, right? Isn't loyalty. We talked about loyalty last
Yeah.
session, right? Well, loyalty don't look. I'm not gonna be
Yeah.
loyal to you while you whooping my ass, while you slapping me around. You understand? That is not loyalty. That is, that makes me a tyrant, or think I'm some king. Or if a woman is abusive, because in some relationships, women are the ones who are abusing people. And while we talking about abuse,
True.
man, there's all kinds of abuse in a relationship. Verbal abuse
Yes.
is torture, man. It's a trigger for people, man. Physical abuse. There's so many things that are done in relationships that make no sense. So I have no
Right.
reason to be loyal to you if any kind of abuse you are giving to me, yeah. It's a lot. It's a lot to unpack with that, and it needs to be looked at because I'm gonna stay because I love him. I'm gonna stay because I love her. I'm
Yeah, it
supposed to
makes
do
no
that.
sense.
I'm supposed to humble myself. I'm supposed to take this.
Because that's what love is.
Yeah. Oh, come on now.
Because this
You
is
know,
what
I'm,
people
I'm, I'm
think.
emotionally soaring up. I'm a nervous wreck. What's gonna happen when they get home? What are we going? I'm living this every single day, man. What is that? What we doing?
And I'm so glad you said that because I'm a nervous wreck. When you go through the emotional exhaustion of it all, man, it changes you, man.
Right.
It changes you
It does.
because you on this, you on 10 all the time. What are you going, did I do this right? Let me put this up. Let me, you know what I'm saying? You don't know.
Ooh.
Sometimes you ain't got to do nothing. It's just what they do. And you like, that's my dude, that's my husband, that's my wife, whatever the situation. No, that changes you because it's only so, even iron wears out, man. I've
Right.
said this repeatedly. So how long do you think emotionally you can go through that mental or physical abuse or verbal abuse or whatever it is and you think it not change you, you know?
Yeah, I got it.
And it can change you to a point for me, in my instance, to walk away because that was my healing. It changed me so much to the point that I understood that I needed to walk away because that was the only way for me to heal. See, that's the thing. Can you walk away and still love that person? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Because in my heart of hearts, I wanted those situations to work in those times. I truly thought that it was meant to be at those times, right? I didn't know that those people were necessarily just the leaves or just the branches. I thought they were roots at the time. So of course I loved them and wanted it to work. But walking away became my healing. And that's what people have to understand. You can love them. But if loving them hurts you, then you got to walk away from that. Yeah.
You know, I was thinking about that, and I was thinking about what you said in terms of walking away. Sometimes distance protects both people.
Seriously.
No.
In a lot of ways.
Not seriously. Now I'm gonna tell you something. Now, it's relevant in a bunch of ways because when it happened back in the day, I was touched by certain things because the man is a cancer. O.J. Simpson is married to Nicole, right? Cancer. And the question that this lawyer said, "There's no glove. You must have quit." But the question is, during that time in my life, I was thinking, could he have done it? Could it have happened? And the point is, realistically, they said there's a thin line between love and hate. There's a thin line between sanity and insanity, and at any given moment and under any situations, a person could flip. So the distance, walking away, going away, man, it helps both parties because, abuse is just abuse. If somebody's drinking and they in your face, man, and they, the butcher knife's on the shelf, you don't know what stuff are and, is and weapons and things, man, you gotta, I don't know about other people, but my gut, my intuition speaks clearer than me.
Right.
And no,
Right.
get out.
Move
Go.
now.
Yeah, now. Do it.
Yeah.
Do it, and I never disregard it. I don't need to get, this is growth now. I didn't start out there. I don't need to get
Right.
20 more words in.
Yeah, we're done. Go
I
now.
don't need to get in your face and stare you down. I don't need to do none of that because I'm a vessel, man. I want to protect all this, and I don't want to go to jail and do nothing to hurt nobody myself. I don't want to spend. I love my freedom, so if you can walk away and change it, and it's gonna make both of y'all do whatever, and then then there's so much injury done sometimes because we talked about it before in earlier sessions. People staying because of the kids. You know what I'm saying? Abusive relationships. Kids got to look at this man beat his mama, or some man beating her daddy, whatever it is, man. And the kids grow up with this trauma. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What we do affects others. So the only person I realize that I have any control over is me.
Absolutely.
Does that make sense?
It makes a lot of sense, which is taking me to my point. Because it's about us, the individual. It's not about the person you love. It's about you when you love you, right? And so it leads me to my point, because self-abandonment can lead you to basically destroy your identity, because you're so consumed with loving this person, right, who ain't even really loving you back, right?
Wow.
That you totally forgotten about your needs, your desires, your wants, right? You completely lose your identity trying to help somebody else be loved when you're missing every piece of love that you desire.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so I just think people need to look at what love really looks like. Like, now that I understand that loving myself, it starts with you. There is no way I can pour into you if I don't love me. I can't give you anything. I can't do anything for you because I'm not pleased. I'm not happy. I don't know what it takes to make myself happy. I don't know how to love myself. So I'm just going to come in the relationship just like that, broken. And then if I'm giving you more, then I'm destroying my identity. And I just think it's self-sabotage.
It is self-sabotage.
Yeah.
Exactly that. I mean, another valuable point along with emotions and loyalty and all these things and self-respect, you know, loving someone should not make you lose your serene place, your peace.
Yeah.
See, all my calmness, huh? Go ahead.
I said that. No, I'm just saying that right there.
My peace is everything to me. That tranquility inside of myself, the ability to be able to think clearly and not always, up in the air and wonder what's going to happen next. And my peace is disturbed because I don't know what you're going to make me do. I don't know what trigger you're going to push in me. And if loving you is going to cost me my peace, I can love you, but I got to go.
Baby, let me tell you something. My peace became more important than my attachment.
Yes.
I love you, but I'm going crazy.
No, man, please.
I can't do that. I got to go. My peace became more important. And at 54, I've never had this much peace in my life. And so at some point, you have to understand that. I'm so glad that you brought that up. Like, love shouldn't cost you. Love should bring you peace. Love is kind. What? Patient, kind. Right. Bears all things, endures all things. So why are we hurting, crying, suffering, losing ourselves? Time out. We love them. Yes, you can love them. But not so much that you're willing to deal with anything that you can't walk away. You can love them, and you can send them, bid them their adieu, too.
I mean, but because, I mean, how long is a person meant to remain emotionally distraught, crying all the time, in tears, and the eyes are red because they cry so much, nose, this, that, and the other, just because they love this person so much? Why should I experience all this pain? And because it causes people to do different things. I mean, people really live in these situations now. This is real talk. I mean, this actually occurs. These things occur on a daily basis every day. You understand what I'm saying? But the cost, there's somebody for me.
Right.
I just have the stamina, the wherewithal to keep on trying and believing in myself until I reach that person.
Mm-hmm.
Know that there's somebody for me. I don't have to do this. I don't have to continue in this thing. And I think, for my generation,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah, it's true. We have tend to stay longer. The older generation, we tend to stay in these things longer than we should because
Right.
of foolishness, man. Stuff that don't make no sense. Like, there's a couple of points I'll
Mm-hmm.
make a little bit later. I'm gonna let you in, but it's like, what is this about? How valuable is my life to me? You understand what I'm saying? Back to
Mm-hmm.
peace. How valuable it is to have tranquility. How valuable it is, you know. Nita Baker say, "You bring me joy."
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You supposed to make me feel a whole lot better. You can't be my peace, but you should at least
Mm-hmm.
contribute to my well-being.
But
If you're
don't
not,
add to my pain.
what's that?
But do not add to my pain.
Come on now.
You know what I mean?
Literally, I don't want to know what pain is. Yeah, I had enough of it in my lifetime.
Right.
But I'm not interested in sitting at the table no more.
Yeah, I don't want to. And the one thing that I learned, though, even though I didn't want to do it, in any situation, of course, that was an intimate situation or whatever. And sometimes it's not just intimate. I mean, it can be a sister, a brother, a auntie, a uncle, mama,
Right,
daddy.
right.
What I've learned, though, is that when you heal, it raises your standards. Healing raises your standards, right?
I mean, that's an excellent
Because
point.
even though the healing hurts, one, it's necessary. The other thing, once you start healing, you start recognizing the things that you should have never entertained in the first place. So now it raises the standards because you've healed through the hurt. You've taken the test and you passed the test because you're unwilling to keep going back to the same toxicity that you're
Right,
calling love that is causing you to self-sacrifice yourself. So now I set the standard, right?
right,
And it makes me feel good because love should not feel emotionally unsafe.
right. That's
Period.
deep. That's
Period.
deep. Yeah, 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 yeah,
Right?
yeah.
It just shouldn't.
Mm-mm-mm.
So with regards to that, I'm just like, I understand that, y'all raised the family together and you did XYZ together and you got the grandkids and y'all bought the house and y'all been together since junior high school. And I'm just saying some things because like you said, these things are really happening, right now,
Yeah,
today. And so these are the things we say, well, we've been together for 20 years and I know he's a good man, but he just got pressure. Well, nah, I know she cheated them 3 times, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I love her though, man, but you don't love yourself enough to know that you can find somebody that's willing to be faithful to you.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's powerful, man. You said we're talking about the healing, and
Yeah.
so the levels change
Mm-hmm.
in your growth process. When you become healed, your standards are a little bit different. So, hence, here we go. Uh, Emotional maturity, right? We
For
should
sure.
we should mature emotionally if we are developing. If you don't like toxicity, if you don't like abuse, there ought to be levels in your growth process. We ain't just here to be here, right? You got 54
Absolutely.
years in, I got 74 years in, right? But
Mm-hmm.
we have to mature emotionally. And when you mature emotionally, what happened? What does that look like? What does it look like when you it includes telling you it's time to leave. It's there. Okay, that's maturity. And it's just you. I see. I can't talk to nobody better than I talk to myself. The best
Me neither.
conversations I have with myself and God. So
Absolutely.
they're internal, and he said, you know the way and fail to walk therein.
Come on now.
He who knows the way and fails to walk therein shall be whipped with a many stripes. I don't need my butt whooped, man.
Yeah.
I got it.
I already seen what it is.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, my life pattern since I was a boy, you understand? I said, and I use analogies to compare, like, I don't want to keep jumping over the same hurdles, man, and my
Right.
foot catches it as I cross over it. I'm tired of that, man. But if I'm a hurdle jumper, at some point I got to clear the hurdle. Why we got
Right.
to keep going back to this?
To the same hurdle. To the
Why
same
are we
hurdle. You're not getting
why are we
anywhere.
doing it? I am not a glutton for punishment.
Right.
They
I
said, I
agree
don't know
with
what it
that.
means. Stupid is as stupid does.
Now. Now. And that's just the truth. Now, so why do you feel like people feel guilty for leaving? Why do
Why
they
they
feel
feel like
guilty?
what?
Why do they feel guilty for leaving? Why do people feel guilty for leaving?
Uh, the emotional attachment to the person, what they made themselves believe, and what they
Oh,
made themselves believe about the person, what they convinced themselves that this person was in their life. God never said that she was all that. No, that's your emotions caught up in, oh, she's everything I was looking for. He's everything I was looking for. Oh, I'm
yeah.
so happy to have this person in my life. And you get the package and open it up and ain't none of that true. But that emotional lock in, and you believed it so hard, you wanted it so badly, that you're not ready to
Good.
wake up and get the lesson.
That's good. That's good right there. Cause I done just did that not too long ago. Baby, you get the, you get the, oh my God, you know what I'm saying? I say this, and then you devastated because none of that stuff turned out like you thought because it was never that. You had an idea, an ideology, you had an illusion and or delusion about what you wanted that
Both of those two
person to
things.
be.
You had them both.
And you
You
go
had
with the
both.
narrative. And then when you're let down, you devastate.
And the key about that, and I know everybody has it.
Yeah.
Cancers, other signs, etc. But you have to go with your intuition.
Yeah.
You have to go with your gut. That thing. Don't hit the override button when spirit reveals to you X, Y, Z is going on. I mean, people have a habit of saying, I sometimes correct it. I don't mean it in ministry, but we talking real talk. Somebody says to me, something told me. And I said, no, it wasn't no something told you, baby. It was spirit.
Spirit told you.
Spirit told
That
you
was your
this, that, and the other.
intuition guiding
Yeah,
you.
your gut said, do not go that way.
Yeah.
No, go this way today. I know what you're accustomed to doing, but there's more than one way. In this moment, you don't need to travel this way. Cut it out.
That is so true.
Take what you got on your back and get out now. So the guilt is made up because and we're torturing ourselves because we made ourselves believe that BS.
It's just the truth. We saw what we wanted to see. You know what I mean? Like when you said the signs. And so, that's, I think, another reason why people romanticize suffering. Because of what you said, the emotional attachment. So we'll go through whatever it is because, like I said, I kind of said it. Well, no, he's a good man. I know he ain't worked in 6 years. But the way he stays here with these kids,
Oh, man,
Lisa,
please.
you just don't get it. But he been cheating and not working for the 6 years that you've been with him. And you romanticizing something, but you taking care of the kids and him.
Right.
Suffering.
So finally for me, it's like attached to all that, staying alone and whatever, it's our pride.
Yeah.
And the book
Yes.
says, pride cometh before a fall.
Always.
You full of yourself. I'm it. I'm all that. I attract this. This is going on. I know they love me, man. Oh man, they can't help but love me. I'm wonderful. I'm magical. I do pride.
Yeah.
My pride keeps me stuck.
Yeah,
Like I'm in
that's
quicksand
powerful.
again because I'm so full of myself.
That you can't see nothing else.
Come on now. I know
Yeah.
I'm great.
What you mean? What you mean? I'm great. You know what I'm saying? What you mean?
I know I'm good, but you can be too full of yourself, man. You can
That's
be too
very
full of
true.
yourself, man. Humble yourself a little bit so you can hear the
Right.
voice speaking into your ear gates,
Real talk.
telling
Real
you
talk.
cut that out.
Yeah. Not real talk. I mean, that's real. And that's the thing, So, to answer the question, I think we're saying yes. A resounding yes. You can love someone and still walk away.
Right.
And we try to break down the various ways that you can do that, because love does not look like pain. Love does not look like suffering. Loving someone does not look like diminishing yourself. Love does not look like, loving someone should not look like disrespect, right? So, the question I have, for you, audience, is like, have you ever loved someone and still had to leave, right? And my other question is, what finally made you walk away? At the end of the day, sometimes leaving is survival.
Powerful.
It's survival. And so we want you to, definitely follow us for more conversations. As always, Dad, it is a pleasure to share this platform with you, to share real situations like this, life issues that everybody's dealing with, and it doesn't matter your age. Everybody loves, and just to sit down and, once again, to hear from a male perspective, and a senior male that's been out here to have some wisdom, you know what I'm saying, and to be with my dad, and from a female's perspective, we're not that different. Everybody wants love, but we don't have to do it unhealthily. So I'm gonna let you, let the crowd know, let the people know how to get in touch with us, how to follow us, and then I'll close us out.
This is a very powerful session here, and basically, hit the like button, hit the share button, because somebody might need this. Somebody don't hesitate. Somebody going through, and it could be a matter of life or death. They're holding on to the love that they got, whatever it is. So share it, leave a comment, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's life changing. Appreciate sharing this time with you, LaVenia. I'm glad that your idea for us to do this, I think is beneficial. I think it's fruitful. I think it benefits more than cancers.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Because the reason it does, because the father-daughter relationship, being best friends. Some people miss that. Some people don't have their dads. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Or relationship even with their father. Some don't even know who their daddy is. Somebody else has had to step in that role. So this wisdom that's being poured out because of the way you were inspired to do this is very significant.
Yeah, I appreciate you, man. This is a joy. So listen, everybody, like he said, you can follow us, subscribe, share. We are on Podbean. Okay, so we are at Verbal Mirrors, reflectingunderstanding.podbean.com. We are also on YouTube at Verbal Mirrors RU Podcast, so you can follow us on YouTube as well. We're on Facebook as well. We have our own Facebook page. So, again, just remember, put yourself first. Put yourself first. Learn that loving anybody, if you're going to love anybody, love yourself first. And then if you have some to give over to somebody else, give them the overflow from your cup, but don't empty it. And if loving looks like you have to sacrifice and hurt to be in it, go on and love them and walk away. So it's been amazing. Thank you for watching Verbal Mirrors Reflecting Understanding podcast. 2 cancers, 1 truth. Y'all listen. Until next time, we will see you. Bye.
As we wrap up another episode of Verbal Mirrors Reflecting Understanding, we encourage you to carry the reflection sparked here into your daily interactions. Let the echoes of diverse perspective guide your journey towards greater empathy and connection. Thank you for being a part of our dialogue. Until next time, may your mirrors of understanding continue to reflect a world filled with compassion and unity.